Hi guys, I'm Danny, and I started the Sunday gym because I've noticed lately that people tend to go to colleges and universities without actually knowing why they're there. Afterwards, starting jobs that are unfulfilling. So I'm interviewing different professionals to see what they have to say and to share their experience and knowledge with you. I hope you enjoy it. This is a little bit. Right on, Uchenna. Welcome to the podcast, man. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm pretty fine myself, thank you. It's actually a pretty sunny morning here. The podcast will be focused on three main questions. What do you do for a living? How did you get there? And how did you knew that this was the way to go? So tell us what you do for a living.
Okay, thank you for that. Right now, I am an electrical and automation engineer, and I'm working for a company called FlexiPack, a BOPP firm. We deal in all kind of packaging materials. That's what we produce. And I am working as a maintenance engineer, electrical and automation. So my job right now is to make sure that the machine are in good working condition.
I
That's
assume
basically
I
what I
assume
do.
it's also related to the safety inspections.
Yeah. Safety inspections, they're
Pretty good.
also included.
And how'd you get there? Did you went to a specific college? Did you went to a specific high school? Did you learn the trade in another matter? How'd you get to the position that you're currently at?
Okay. Actually, I did my college. Is after my college, I didn't just started as a automation engineer. I started off with the electrical installation after my college studies. So I started off with the domestic electrical installations, home conduit and surface wiring. We design the company that I used to work with then. What we do is that we design the electrical wiring for you. We do the installation for you, then load the balancing and stuffs like that. Transformer installation. Then I started off from there till then I entered into the industry because then that the company we are grouped into two. We have people that is working for homes, and they also have people that works with the industry. And the people that work with the industry, we have people that is on power electrically mainly. Then we have people for instrumentation and automation. Me, I was in electrical department. Then at a time, I started going to the industry, working with them, and I started seeing things in the industry, how things are being done. And those things got me, and I just switched. I have to talk to my boss. Then I said I don't have the experience. Then I just begged him that these things is something that because of my basic education, I can understand it and I can fit in within short a period of time. He now give me the opportunity, and I started as a technician. And today, I can boldly tell you that I can work on any automated machine.
That's pretty remarkable, and the fact that you actually learn how to do it is it basically assures that you'd be able to find a job anywhere in the world because it's pretty standard. So I've always admired folks like you. And normally the next question will be how did you knew that this was the way to go? But because I know very little about engineering and stuff like that, so this is out of course, not scripted. I just really wanted to ask, what do you think? Do you honestly believe that the future in the automobiles are the EV, the electric vehicles? Do you honestly believe that this is the future?
Electric vehicles.
Sorry?
You're talking about
Yeah. There is a lot of talk how the electric vehicles is the future, that the gasoline automobiles and the gasoline engines should be retired. I just wanted to know your opinion on this.
It's something that it has already started. Actually,
Yes,
you can see what
true.
you can see what Tesla is doing. It will take a little bit of a time, but I know that this is the future.
Okay.
It's something that
No.
will work. It's already working.
Yeah.
It's already working, and because we are growing engineers, we are growing on a daily basis. Things are unfolding every day.
Noted. And thank you for this side lecture. I really, because it's quite a topic these days. I just wanted to hear from you. So back to the original structure. How did you knew that this was the way to go? How did you knew that this was your path? You should do that specific thing. And the reason I'm asking is because, well, there are two reasons. First, I'm sure you've noticed people tend to go to colleges, universities. They aren't really happy with the specialties they picked. Afterwards, they start jobs that aren't exactly for them. Makes them a little bit miserable. This is worldwide, of course. I'm not referring to all of them. So people don't really know themselves, and they just go to the first university they can think of, which generates issues later on. And the second reason I'm asking this question, how did you know that this was the way to go, is because that what you're doing is pretty specific. And not only specific, one mistake from your side can cost somebody's life. This isn't an accounting, this isn't finance, this isn't Excel sheets and stuff like that. This is real life, and this is, I mean, you have to wake up every morning, get shit, and this should be at the back of your mind. Like, you have to
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
best you can, or somebody else can get hurt. So combining those two aspects, how did you knew that this was the way to go? What motivated you to do it? What drove you to do it?
Well, thank you for that question. Actually, I don't think uh, uh, everybody or anybody. Let me just use anybody. I don't think that during your high school you have all these things figured out. But in my own case, I already knows that it's just going to be a technical career. I've always loved working with my hands, designs right from onset. So, and one thing about colleges is that in as much as we have our different discipline, we have our different career. One thing that college do for us is it prepare you for the future. Apart from your present career, it prepare you for other things. Now, I wouldn't tell you that I know that automation is where I'm going to land finally, but I already know that it's going to be technical. If you come into engineering, electrical, for example, we have power section, you have a control section, you have telecommunication, you have digital electronics and stuff like that. I was then, while I was in school, I was thinking about pure networking. That was where my mind was going. Now, after college, you know, that sometimes we have the passion, but sometimes you just got to do what is required
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
the passion might not be enough to sustain you at that moment. So that's what happened. And I was working in electrical department. It was making sense. I really enjoyed it during that time. But when I now saw how things are being done in the industry, the automation part of it, things are moving, sensors, actuators, valves, all those stuffs. Whoa, the thing was, maybe it's because I've not actually seen it before. The thing was so amazing and it grabbed my attention. And I will tell you that every day I solve problem, it makes me happy and it makes me want to do more.
That's absolutely stunning. And I love what you just said, because basically from here on now, you're only going to self-improve, to get better, and actually not even feel it as a job, because it's most
Of
like
course.
it's basically feel it as a calling, like you were called to do that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, of
it's
course.
remarkable, and this is truly a great example, because I love how you said that you knew it in high school. You didn't knew it was going to be an electric engineer, of course, but you knew it was going to be technical in high school. And it's pretty good, because I'm certain that we all have this calling within us, and we especially reach it at some point around teenage years and stuff like that, teenage, early 20s. And when people choose to listen to this calling, life is actually pretty easy. And
Very, very, very easy.
it just got sure. I mean, of course, we all have our issues or problems and stuff like that. Who doesn't? But it's rather easier. And this
Yeah,
was truly a great example, man. Really, thank you for being here. Um,
I really appreciate it.
right on. And again, thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Guys, I hope this one was useful. Please follow the channel on YouTube, Rumble, Gap, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Ring the bell and all the good stuff. Have a nice week ahead, and I'll see you next Sunday.